This is the Mr.Nobody Podcast, Season 3, Episode 3. The Third Degree.
Hey, this is Mary giving you a call back again.
Thanks for calling back, Mary. I really appreciate that. How can I help you today?
So I received a notification today that based on your business's public information, your business has been pre-qualified for a business loan or credit line of anywhere between $10,000 and $500,000.
What? Holy shit. Really? Tell me more.
The interest rates for these lines are extremely competitive, so they really don't cost all that much.
It's good to hear, Mary, because if something costs too much, it's prohibitive, you know? Tell me about one of the best things this program offers.
One of the best things about this offer is how fast we can get the money to you. If you say yes to this funding, we can have the funds ready for you within just 24 hours. But please remember, these offers don't last forever. So please call me back directly at 202-992-1859.
All right, sorry, Mary. Could you repeat that number one more time?
Once again, that number is 202-992-1859.
Did you say 1859? That was the same year of the Carrington event.
Hello, this is Kenneth with UNO's Refund. Could you
I
call
hope
our
you have a really
department
good day.
direct when you're
I look
receiving
forward to
this?
speaking
Telephone
with you
number is 855-433-2722. We are following up in regards to submitting your business refund credit. If you have 5 minutes, either speak to myself or Melissa Klein here. We can.
What?
Sorry, if you have 5 minutes, we'd like to go over the recent changes that have gone into effect. We'll be able to provide the total refund amount going back to your business, as well as the time frame you would be receiving your refund. So, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. The Carrington event. This is the Mr. Nobody Podcast. It happened this week in 1859. No, it's more like... Hi. Is a perfect solar superstorm. Not the guy, but the lady. Like massive solar flare shot out from the sun after all over America. All over America. I have heard that one should play how they speak. To me, that sounds like formulating musical ideas through repetitions of motives and little storylines. When I play the guitar, I try to have fun. It can be like communicating with an entity. The objective is to surprise myself. And believe me, I do.
The objective is prize.
Once I was in a recital and I was playing a duet, a guitar duet, written by my incredible teacher. My duet partner probably played his part correctly, but I glitched on the second or third note. And for some reason, I just snapped my head and looked at him. And it shook his concentration. And it's like he believed the mistake was his somehow. And it fell apart. And he thought it was his fault, and it wasn't. People said he fucked up when it was me. It's hard being honest. I've never been a great guitar player, but I'm a very creative artist. I find some emotional language I'm able to speak. So I spend a lot of my time trying to get better. I practice every day, and I really enjoy it. I love it. I love pushing the boundaries of what I could do yesterday. Since you died, I've had to make up reasons. When you were alive, there was a reason. You were the reason. Being your father was special. It was like hurling a bowling ball into the darkness of space. It had possibilities. Anything could happen. I was your teacher, but I loved the way you played. The way you played was different. It was fresh. I began to learn. From you.
Are you still there?
I think I've come to the grounding that no amount of playing music or fighting is going to bring you back. And maybe I was like not completely getting there, you know? Still living in some dream. I've given up trying to be good. I try to be excellent, you know, like give my best, but I can't promise. But every time I play, every time I think of you. My coach and my adopted son are writing to me, asking me for lunch tomorrow. I'm supposed to have a meeting with my advisor because I'm doing a degree now on recovering the soul, the self, from despair, from grief. I don't think I've comparatively experienced that much grief. My parents made it here as immigrants from war-torn starvation and bullshit, horror. Two things hit me really hard. My father's death when I was 13. And my son's death when I was 54. My father was really unhappy, and I can't say I knew him, which is sad. I could have observed and said I knew what I observed, but
I didn't know him.
I didn't know him. Perhaps there isn't more. Perhaps there is no more to us than our behavior, to the mark we leave. Our intentions are like ephemeral things. But our actions are etched, carved into the rock of eternity.
I did see it coming.
No one sees it coming, because if you see it coming, you can get out of the way. Maybe. I remember telling you that the love that we felt,
The love we feel.
it couldn't be erased. It was forever in the universe, and we put it there. I never saw it coming. And maybe I should have. Maybe I should think now, what's the next thing I don't see coming?
Can't get out.
I should have seen it coming. Sometimes I get lost in a moment where I'm sitting and seeing and hearing and feeling and thinking and wondering what that was like inside of your life. What was being for you? I'll tell you a secret. When I walk around, I touch the back of objects or places that inconsequential are neglected, not looked at. The side of locks, the edge of tables. And I think to myself, under a banister, that's you. Shape, you're doing that. The texture. Because it's those things, those forgotten, neglected, overlooked. It's like Braille of the world. Those are the molecules of reality. The invisible words. I feel it happen, and when it does, I feel like a more serene person. Because it becomes about the senses, not about my judgment. Just the senses.
Are you still there?
Yeah. So I was saying before that there's so much more suffering in the world than what I've gone through. Oddly, losing you opened up a connection to the whole world, to all beings, all living, thinking, feeling beings, past, present, future. There's no upside in and of itself to dying from your own hand in an overdose. Are paradoxes flattened on some level? I sometimes miss who you would have become. I dream up lives for you, and I feel guilty for the wonderful life I have lived, and that you're not. Why do I get to do that and still get to do that, and you don't? I have to integrate that somehow because it's true. On this plane, you are no more, except inside me.
Is there such a thing?
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. And I mean with my life. I am in a certain portion of a master's degree. Right now, the concentration is on a study of shamanism, which is kind of a made-up word. And I suppose you'd say the spiritual side of combat, like the healing side of being involved in combat. An individual artistic approach, cross-disciplinary. The mind, it serves my emotions. I can't replace you, I know.
Are you still there?
Yeah. Unconsciously keep trying. I unconsciously keep trying. And I don't want to forget.
What if I do?
Not a minute. What if I can't remember? What if I can't remember you? Where's our love written? Where are we? Where are our actions? Where inscribed is it? I didn't know my father. I didn't know you. And I don't know myself.
No one.
I think so many things start with the tribe, which is just one clover leaf outside of a few family groups. I had a conversation with, I'm going to have to call him my coach because that's who he is. We've become friends, but he's still my coach when we're in the academy. It sounds so platonic. He said fighting came about as a protection of that small group. You had to do it. You couldn't run away, not from protecting your family. Your family. Like hurling a cannonball into the abyss. You had to protect them. You had to fight, or else you would have run away. All the possibilities that die unnecessarily. When I wrestled or fought with my son, it was the greatest feeling. And maybe that's what I miss the most. That's one of the biggest losses, that sort of silent partner making you better. Contact where you're making you better. Trying to make each other better. To seek together. I know you loved it too, because I could tell. I could see it with my eyes. So I don't know what to do with my life. I was supposed to be a supporter. I don't want to forget. What if I can't remember? Maybe try to find some way to integrate your absence. Not yet. What interests me about
early expression of
spiritual connection to nature could be, I don't know, proto-religion, organic expression of what it is to be human, the sun, the moon, the sky, the night, the day, to seek communication from the stars, those we've lost, and perhaps those memorialized as heroes, because they did something
special.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with my life, but I did make this music for you. I think I use my mind as a justification tool for my desires, to just make sense of stuff that I want. I don't even know why I want it, but I'm going to use my mind. To get it. Is the universe an emotion? Maybe consciousness is actually an emotion. A complex emotion. Indecipherable, inscrutable, unpronounceable. What's the next thing? I don't see coming. Being your father was like twirling a cannonball at the end of a chain and letting it go into the abyss of the universe, full of possibilities.
Are you there?
Yeah. Mr. Nobody.